Hey folks, Ryan Donlin, thanking you again for being a part of our Uncommon Sense and New Teachers initiative. Let's talk a little bit about talent scouting and cast management this week. I'm reminded of that because, of course, I'm sitting in an airport, and it is awesome for talent scouting and people watching. It reminds me of what I used to do when I was a teacher 30 some years ago to get just the right combo, the vibe in my classroom. Well, here's the scoop. Here's what I talk about in the book. And I'd encourage you to talk about it this week. So, as teachers, wouldn't it be really cool if our classroom felt like a choreographed production? I remember back when I was teaching my first couple of years, and I had a principal by the name of Bob Doctor. Mr. Doctor came in, and after one of those evaluation sessions, he said, "That just looked like you were a conductor. Don't know if it was an orchestra or a jazz band or a Broadway production, but gosh, you got some of those students, and they got energy, but they were doing all sorts of different things." And that was pretty cool with my because that was my intention. And I even had a deal with the counselors at the time that if any other students were kicked out of any other class for any reason, I would just adopt them into my class. So I had quite the energy. They were an eclectic bunch. So with talent scouting and cast management, here's a couple things that I'd like us to have conversations about this week. Number one, it's all about meeting the performers where they are, the actors, the actresses. They're coming in with a certain talent, a certain way that they want to live their lives and be the little big people that they are, and they are stepping into character. So meet them there and just invite them into your production. Build your production around that. And then number two, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a role or a role to suit every need in your classroom. So have students recruit, get other students into your class. You want the class clown, you want the person who's the workhorse, you want the one who's got peeps and they're respected, connected, they can influence things. And once you get this cast, you want to keep them with you. You want to build a clientele who's a part of your ongoing thing. And to do that, I suggest you take a look at those 12 things that Gallup organization, Buckingham and Kaufman, have recognized in the book First Break All the Rules. Things like, have I received recognition in the past week? Do I have a best friend at work? Do I get to do what I do best each day? If you get those things going on, you're going to have talent scouting and cast management working for you. You're going to have energy, you're going to have a vibe, and you're going to have a classroom reputation that lives beyond each day, and it's going to bring folks to your classroom. And guess what? They're going to want to work. They're going to be awesome. And you are too. Have a great week.